Well, hello there, Libra. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be your full moon reading for August 3rd and the couple of weeks following that until we reach the new moon. If you're new to my channel, my name is Melissa, and I do the tarot readings a little bit differently. I like to do them by the moon phases, so we look at the new moon energy and the full moon energy. The full moon is the peak of the cycle, so we're looking at either what is being manifested at this time or what needs to be released in order to have a good, fresh, clean start at the next cycle. All right, so let's dive right in. We're going to do 9 cards. So we're going to have 3 cards of kind of like the overall energy, what's going on in your situation. 3 cards for what the full moon is going to be either revealing or showing. Well, either way, it's revealing what manifestations are coming to you and what possibly needs to be released. And then we'll do 3 last cards of advice or actions to take. Ooh, holy guacamole. Oh, that card would be the Fool taking a leap out of my hand. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. So, what it looks like here, I feel like you're in a very good place. I hope you realize that. I feel like maybe you've started something new. Okay, the Fool is the beginning of the journey. This is you taking a leap, not really knowing what is ahead of you, but trusting that the next steps will bring you where you want to be or better. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is being damn well off financially, having the house that you want, whatever. And I say the house that you want because the 4 of Wands is also about stability. So I feel like this is very stable energy. Like maybe at first you weren't so sure. You were ready to take that jump off the edge there. And this is really about taking a leap of faith. And that card always with me brings the phrase leap and a net will appear. Which I don't know if it was actually in the Bible or if I heard it somewhere else and somebody else quoted it from whatever the case may be. I feel like that is, in most cases, good advice. Leap and a net will appear, meaning the universe will provide for you. You have to trust and have faith in God, source, universe, cosmos, whatever you want to call it, whatever label you give that energy, having faith in that everything will turn out okay. And I feel like maybe you don't realize it yet, but this is like super good energy. This is trusting your gut, going with it, trusting the universe, and reaching pretty damn good potential. Okay, like I mean, all I get from this is like, yeah, you did it. Like you're good. So I mean, if you don't realize that, we can dig into that and see what needs to be released, and that may be revealing what it is that you're not seeing here. We had 2 cards pop out. Let me grab them. Oh, okay, back. We had, I don't know which one fell first, but we have the 10 of Wands and the Chariot that popped out. So another major arcana, 10 of Wands being about carrying a heavy burden. The Chariot is overcoming obstacles. This could be a health-related kind of card. Could be. I say that because, and you know what, you can't really tell on here. It looks more like a child's top toy. But traditionally that is the, oh my gosh, what's it called? The cross thing with the thing that's on the nurse's, like the nurse symbol, what doctor symbol, whatever it is. I can't remember what it's called. Let me know if you remember, put it in the comments. But this could be overcoming a health issue, feeling very burdened and weighed down. Yeah, this could be overcoming that. Let's get one more card for what the full moon is trying to show. 7 of Swords, which is about deceit. Okay, so that may explain why I feel like you don't see that the journey that you have begun is in your best interest. Like, you don't see how abundant this is becoming for you. You don't see how stable this is for you. And I can see why. Why would you trust the universe? Why would you trust that a net will be there when you jump off the edge? Why would you trust that when you've been deceived before, when you've carried a heavy burden, okay? But I feel like this is you being burdened and overcoming this deceit. And I feel like you just don't see it yet. You just don't, you're not acknowledging it. You're kind of caught up. This is, the swords are mental. This is you being caught up in that feeling of not defeat. That's not the word. Not defeat and not deceit. You know, you feel you're jaded. You feel like you've been overtaken. Okay. And, you know, this could be literal travel. This is also very representative of the black horse and the white horse. Back in like the cowboy movie days, that's how they, you know, you could tell the difference in the Western movies. That's how you told the difference between the bad guy and the good guy. One wore a white hat, one wore a black hat. Also, Spy versus Spy, if you're old enough to remember that. Spy versus Spy, like, it was a cartoon, and like they had like these like long pointy things that went like that. Like, some of you know, like most of you are probably too young for that, but it's, you know, good versus evil. Okay, and they would, like, Spy versus Spy, they would try and trick each other, and they were both being equally deceit. But this I feel like represents, you know, the back and forth between your good and your bad, and you kind of overcoming and figuring out a way to integrate the things that you dislike about yourself. Oh boy, shadow work. I really do need to do a video about shadow work, because that comes up a lot, especially right now. And I feel like it has a lot to do with the planetary alignments that are going on. I'm not an astrologer. I have very basic knowledge of how it works, but I do follow a lot of others who have done the work and put in the work to memorize all of that. And I'm just not there yet, but there's a lot going on out there in the cosmos that's affecting a lot of things on our planet right now. And I forgot where I was going with that, but if you know, you know. I just feel like there's a lot of stuff going on. There's the Great Awakening, and there's, you know, we're leaving the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius, where knowledge is free flowing and that sort of stuff. That's bringing up a lot of shadow work for people, because, you know, our shadow side, the things that, and it's not negative, and it's not something that you need to get rid of. I really do need to do a full video on shadow work, but to just very basically, this is recognizing the parts of yourself that you have seen, you egoically have seen as inadequate, wrong, or, you know, due to subconscious programming from your childhood, your upbringing, whatever social circles you've been in, you know, being bullied, whatever. Like, these are things that you've taken of yourself that were legitimate and valid, and suppressing them and repressing them and not acknowledging them. And then they kind of fester, and it brings you to a place where you don't know how to accept love when it's real. You don't know how to set boundaries when things are not good for you. And the shadow work is really about just accepting those parts of yourselves as parts of yourself, and not getting rid of them. Like, a lot of people think shadow work is like finding those things about yourself that are dark and ugly and curing them, and that's not what it's about. But I would recommend looking. I don't have any videos yet. I should, because it keeps coming up. But look into shadow work. Carl Jung, CarlJung. Look that up if you're not already familiar with that. Get into it, because I feel like that will help you immensely, because you're not seeing, you know, you're kind of blinded by your it's like your faith has been sucked from you. You couldn't take that leap of faith, but I feel like you took the leap of faith, but you still weren't trusting. That leap of faith has brought you the good stuff that's in your life, but you're still blinded by the pain that you've endured, you know, the burden that you've had to overcome. But I feel like you're overcoming it. It's just you're not recognizing it, and I think that shadow work will be key for you. All right. I know I've already kind of given a little bit of advice here, but what advice or actions do we have here. There we go. Ha! The Nine of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Eight of Cups. Okay. Own your shit. Own your shit. And walk away from shit that's not good for you. All right. That's very simply put and very basic, but this was the very first card that came out for advice for Virgo. So if you have Virgo in your chart, this may also apply. That reading may also apply to you. So hit the channel name and go to the list and find Virgo. It should be right above or below yours, whatever order they put them in. But this was the first card, and this, if you're new to my channel, this is my single ladies card. This is you owning your own prosperity, owning your own physical body, owning your home, whatever, not needing anybody to rescue you, kind of, not really needing that. It's okay to want it, but you know, if they're there, great. If they're not, you still got you. That's what this card represents to me. So, and then we have the High Priestess, which also has very similar, like, own your shit vibes. Very commonly interpreted it as following your gut and listening to your intuition. The High Priestess is the High Priestess. She's the leader on the feminine side. And this is, you know, the feminine is about intuition, whereas the masculine is more about action. This is you really trusting in knowing that you got this. Like, and I feel like going back to that shadow work and working through those limiting beliefs of you know, I can't trust anybody because they're gonna put me to work and then they're gonna take credit for my ideas, or they're gonna, you know, like, you have some limiting beliefs there that are preventing you from getting to this point. And really, I feel like the cards are saying walk away from shit that's not good for you. This Eight of Cups energy is about, you know, like, yes, I've invested a lot into this, but it's no longer working me. It no longer serves, and it's time to release. And that's all about full moon energy and releasing so that we can move into a better cycle next time. Releasing things that are not serving so that we can make room for things that are for our highest good. And again, with that High Priestess, that's your gut. That's you, you know, listening to yourself and knowing what's true for you. And it may not be true for everyone. It may not be true for whoever the other person is or whatever the other situation is that's going on here. But, you know, they have their own path to worry about. So this is for you to determine for yourself. But yeah, so whatever this is, like, you've got this and you need to realize it. Okay. You are a powerful being and you can do this on your own. And it's okay to walk away from shit, even if you've invested a lot of time, energy, affection, money, whatever. It's okay to walk away from, cut your losses, because the more you stick in something that is not meant for you, the more you're going to lose in the long run. So it's better to just cut your losses. You're not going to recoup anything here. Okay? So it's cutting your losses. It's ditching this bundle of overwhelm and burden. Okay? It's getting rid of the limiting belief that everybody is out to get you. Okay, it's moving forward. So letting go of things that, you know, you've invested time in. If you keep investing more, it's too late. It's too late to recoup you're just too late to get a return on your investment. So cut your losses and stop investing more into whatever the situation is. So we're going to leave it at that. I will talk to you in the next video. If this resonates, please like, comment if you feel comfortable doing so, and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll be back in a couple of weeks with the new moon readings for the next cycle. Thank you so much for watching this far, and as always, have a blessed day.